Well, good morning and welcome to Daily Reflections for Thursday the 20th of April, and we're doing this series of practicing the presence of God, and we've had the first 3 days where we've been looking at internally what does it mean to practice the presence of God. We've talked about being intentional, mindful and grateful. But today we come to the part that probably now starts to turn and look at the outward side. And that is, we come to the subject of prayer. When we're seeking the presence of God, first off, we need to start communicating with Him verbally and intentional in our lives. And one of the things that I've loved about my early morning walks is, yes, I've been intentional about communicating with God in my prayer, in myself as I walk along. But most of all, it's about having that relationship and talking through things. So prayer is, throughout the Bible, prayer is so important to God, but it also is important to us, because if we don't speak to the Father, then we can't communicate with Him, and He can't speak to us that well. And I know he jolts us sometimes and helps us to reflect those things, but giving everything the first part of the day and just separating yourself and just communicating with God. Listen to what He's saying to you. Focus in on what does it mean? What does the day bring? And how can we communicate that? When we do that in prayer, it's really important, because it's like an expression of our heart and our intention. Prayer is something that a lot of Christians have talked about. They've gone and done seminars, they've gone and done teaching, but they don't do it on a daily basis. Don't separate that time. And I believe that what God is saying to us this morning, it's just like these trees behind me, that when we open up in prayer, all these beautiful buds that are starting to come out are sitting at the end of these branches. And when Jesus said that we are the branches, can you see how many buds of life are just waiting to burst out into being? And we are to bear those and to bear the fruit of that. So that's my thought for the day. Pray that you will have a good day, and see you tomorrow.